Disclaimer: the solution illustrated by this video should only be used as a last resort for when simpler solutions fail. The simpler solutions are already available on this channel, and you should go through them first before arriving at this one. The solution video will take us 12 minutes, then after that there's a channel announcement, so stick around for that. Aptio Setup Utility can also be caused by a loosely attached hard disk or RAM. This can happen when maybe the computer fell down and the RAM or the hard disk moved, so the computer is unable to locate the operating system, and hence the Aptio Setup Utility. Treat this solution as a last resort for when other types of solutions fail. I have covered solutions involving the operating system and the settings, and if they fail to work, that means that the only other cause available for your Aptio Setup Utility is a hardware issue. If you have never seen a RAM, here it is. It is tiny, but it is a culprit. The solution involves opening up the computer in order to access the hard disk and the RAM, and this is risky business, so I'll use my old computer to demonstrate. It has a loosely attached hard disk, and as a result the computer cannot see the operating system. So here it is, the HP. It's very dusty, and as you can see, it doesn't even have an on button. The left hinge is also broken. It's perfect for experimentations, so I'll use the toothpick to turn it on as such. As you can see, it's already on, but the screen will never show anything because the hard disk is loosely attached, or the RAM. It could be either of the two. Another characteristic that you have a hardware issue, I don't know if it is the same for Asus, but the caps lock keeps on lighting up as such, and also the fan is a bit loud. Yeah, louder than normal. Okay, on to the solution. So I'll just close it up and flip it like a pancake. Yeah, just flip it to access the back side. And the one good thing with HP is you just use slider handles to sort of dislodge everything. Like that is the battery, it's out. For Asus computers, it has everything inbuilt. You have to unscrew it, and that is why I'm saying it is a risk factor, and this solution is only a last resort. So I'll take the cover off with one hand like a pro. Oh, it's a bit difficult, I guess. Let me switch no, I will not switch hands. I will use the same hand, and voila, here it is, the inside of a laptop. So right here on the edge is the hard disk. Let me just remove its cover. It's really hard to operate with one hand, but I'll just do it. So this is the hard disk, and as you can see, it has an assistant. It has an assistant here that fixes it firmly where it should be, because it has a tendency of becoming loose. And this is the RAM. This is the RAM. As you can see, it is held firm by two metallic handles that can be pushed to the side to give us access to the RAM. I'll use the toothpick to push it aside. Those handles broke my toothpick, so I'll just use my fingers to free the RAM, just like that. So this is one of two. There is one beneath it. So this RAM, the total RAM for this computer was 4 GB, and as you can see, we have two, meaning each of them is 2 GB. So this is the so-called RAM that you hear people mentioning. So yeah, 2 makes 4 GB. So now that we have seen what the RAM is and how it can be disassembled, we will fix it back to the computer. Yeah, so it is just a matter of ensuring that everything is firmly reinstalled to its rightful place. It's really hard to use one finger. As you can see, I've switched to my left and the camera is being held by my right. So yeah, subscribe to the channel so that I can get more funds to buy a camera holder. Yeah, so let me wait for the camera to stabilize. And there, just push it in and downwards so that the handles fix themselves correctly on the boundaries. You'll hear a tiny click that will, it is a bit satisfying, and it will notify you that it is correctly reinstalled. So also make sure that these semicircular, I don't know what to call them, segments of the holders of the handles are fixated inside there's an allowance on the RAM where these semicircular extensions of the holders will fit into the RAM. So after that is done, you can reattach the battery and cover up the computer. Where is that cover? Here it is. Yeah, make sure everything is covered to prevent any unexpected accidents. Yeah, so I'll just flip it back to its initial, or the normal way of using a laptop, and open it carefully, taking into account that the left hinge is broken. Yeah, like I said, this laptop is perfect for experiments, and this is one of the experiments that I tried, and I believe is a possible solution to your Aptio Setup Utility. But yeah, this is the riskiest one. So let me use my key to turn it on. This is the risky version of the solution, and as mentioned earlier, should be a last resort. Oh, and it seems we are yet to fix our problem. Yeah, because the computer is on and there is still a lot of darkness. This is the trouble with computers. Trying to find a solution, you have to do something again and again and again in order to get it. So I'll approach it from another angle. As you can hear, the fans are hyperactive again. So anyway, I did the same procedure, but now I cleaned everything. As you can see, the table is no longer dusty, and I cleaned also some internal parts. Do not use a wet duster. Yeah, dust is also another issue when it comes to computers. So you also need to open it up and clean it. And I guess now we can restart the procedure again. I'll just go get some new toothpick. Just give me a sec. Oh yeah, doing these things with one hand is not that easy. So yeah, just bear with me. Yeah, this, look, there was a toothpick outside already. So yeah, I'll just return the one I took out and go back to the computer. So here it is. I will fast forward through these segments because yeah, it's something we have already done. However, what we will do this time is we will push the handles to the side to free the fast RAM, and then kind of run the computer on 2 GB of RAM only. So just let it run on 2 GB. As I said, these are experiments, and as such, we really need to go around and around until we find the solution. But at the end of this video, don't be worried, the solution is available. So I'll just use the duster to clear the dust off the screen, gently taking into account our broken hinge. Yeah, so it's cleaner now. And then I'll try to turn it on. Oh, It's not, I don't know. Oh, I forgot. Silly me. I took out the battery, so I'll just connect it. I'll plug it directly onto the socket. I ensured it is turned on so that I am not struggling to turn on a computer that is plugged to the wall that is not turned on. And as such, yeah, the computer fires up on 2 GB of RAM. Yeah, and I think we have the same issue. Caps lock keeps behaving like that, meaning our operating system still cannot be accessed by the computer. So I'll just cold boot it like that, then flip it and return the 2 GB RAM that we had taken out earlier. So let me start by removing this one and then exchanging them. So the RAM that we had taken out earlier is the one that we will put below, and the one that was left inside will come above. So exchange their positions. These are various experiments, yeah? You have to really struggle to find the solution, but I guess I'm the one doing the struggling. You just watch to the end and apply the final solution. So I'll just reattach the battery. This procedure is easy once you get the hang of it. You can repeat it as many times until you fix your computer. So I'll just flip it without covering but I guess this time round we have it. So here goes nothing. A clean computer. We have exchanged the RAM positions. We have kind of massaged the hard disk. So the time of reckoning is upon us. Using our toothpick and the battery plugged in. Okay, and there, our computer is back. Yeah, this computer has been dead for 3 years, I think. I just pulled it out from the store. As you can see, here is Windows. The computer now can see the operating system, and after so many years the laptop is finally alive. Yeah, pulled it out for experimentations, and I hope it forms part of the solution of the Aptio Setup Utility. I had a channel announcement to make, and I will introduce it by a picture of my screensaver. As you can see, it is titled Imaginations, and it is a bunch of differently colored doors and a key over here. So as you can see, the first shape on the key is the love shape, and then the electric sign opens the next door, and then after the electric sign is the star sign that opens the other door, and then the diamond opens the next one, and then the triangle opens the next one. The square and the circle shapes are hidden from the image, but the door opens in that order. It is the square and then the circle. And you may be wondering why I'm showing you this image. You may have noted that these doors open backwards instead of the usual expectation. One would expect them to open in the forward direction. The point of this image is that the human mind is capable of so many levels of imagination, and you have to open them in the correct order for you to access most of them. Your level of imagination right now, as we speak, is a stepping stone to the next one. And once you unlock the next level of imagination, you realize that you are capable of so much more than you could ever imagine. And guess what? That next level is also a stepping stone to the next one. So the channel announcement is that I will be sort of pivoting the content of this channel to help you access deeper levels of imagination and It will not be an easy journey for me and for you, but it will be worthwhile, because by the end of it all, I am planning to have left enough knowledge to make you a self-sufficient software engineer. What I mean by this is that I will give you the basics of how successful social media companies like Instagram works, and we will also make our own rendition or version of it. I know such videos are already on the internet. Just search how to clone Instagram on YouTube and all sorts of source codes will pop up. But that is not my style. I will teach you how to write code in the most interesting way. How will I do that? I will unlock the levels of imagination by sneaking into your mind via the back door and unlocking those wires that are conducive for good programming. And if you ask me exactly how I will achieve that, the answer is pretty simple. We only have to give your mind a bit of foreplay, imagination foreplay. Stoicism and philosophy is the best kind of imaginative foreplay you can give to your mind, but that is too deep to begin with. Also, it is something that you introduce to somebody subtly without their knowledge. So before philosophy and programming, I'd like us to begin in the softest way possible. That is gaming. It is the simplest way to test the waters. So we will begin and complete a full game before we can begin any form of programming. Trust me, I have done it before, and this is the best way to understand programming. Just start by being an expert gamer. I selected Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4 because of its ease of access. It's accessible to many and it is simple to install. So this is the end of my narration. If this is something that you will be interested in, you want to see how it plays out, please click the subscribe button. I will leave you with the trailer for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4 so that you see if it is something that you will be interested in.
50,000 people used to live here. Now it's a ghost town.
Our so-called leaders prostituted us to the West, destroyed our culture, our economies, our honor.
U.S. Marines stationed on high alert were given the order to invade the small
Just as they lay waste to our country, we shall lay waste to theirs.
You think this will stop the bloodshed?
Вы все равно скоро сдохнете.
So there it is. I will start uploading these videos of the game from February next year. That is 2022, February 2022. So subscribe. I'll start a new game right now as we speak, but I will not play it. I just want you to see the internal environment of the game.
Good news first, the world's in great shape. We've got a civil war in Russia, government loyalists against ultranationalist rebels, and 15,000 nukes at stake.
Just another day at the office.
Khaled al-Assad, currently the second most powerful man in the Middle East. Now word on the street is he's got the minerals to be top dog down there. Intel's keeping an eye on him.
And the bad news?
We've got a new guy joining us today, fresh out of selection. His name's Soap. Good to see you, mate. Take one of the rifles from the table. You know the drill. Go to Station 1 and aim your rifle downrange. Now aim your rifle downrange. Now shoot each target while aiming down the sights. Lovely. Now shoot at the targets while firing from the hip. Now I'm going to block the targets with a sheet of plywood. I want you to shoot the targets through the wood. Bullets will penetrate thin wood materials like wood, plaster and sheet metal. Good. Now I'm going to make the targets pop up one at a time. Hit all of them as fast as you can. Too slow, mate. Try again. Too slow. Come on, this should be a walk in the park for you. Proper good job, mate. Now go get a sidearm from the armory. Good. Now switch to your rifle. Now pull out your sidearm. Remember, switching to your pistol is always faster than reloading. All right, so, come this way. Using your knife is even faster than switching to your pistol. Knife the watermelon. Nice! Your fruit-killing skills are remarkable. Captain Price wants to see you. It's the FNG, sir. Go easy on him, sir. It's his first day in the regiment.
Right. What the hell kind of name is Soap, eh? How'd a muppet like you pass selection? Soap, it's your turn for the CQB test. Everyone else head to observation. For this test, you'll have to run the cargo ship solo in less than 60 seconds. Gaz holds the current squadron record at 19 seconds. Good luck. Climb the ladder over there.